This video, we're going to be talking about hourly gross pay with overtime. Problem 1 says the first week of July, Eric Bennett worked 44 hours. Eric earns $8.40 an hour. His employer pays overtime for all hours worked in excess of 40 hours per week and pays 1.5 times the hourly rate for overtime hours. So we need to calculate three things. How much did Eric make in regular pay? How much did he make in overtime pay? And what's the gross pay, which is those two, A and B, added together. All right, so the first thing we need to do is figure out how many hours of regular hours and overtime. So if it worked 44 hours total, that's 40 regular hours, and that's 4 overtime hours. Okay, so you got 40 regular hours, 4 overtime hours. All right, so what we're looking for this one is just the regular hours at $8.40. So $8.40 times 40 hours is going to give you $336. Okay, so that's the answer to A. Now for the overtime, to figure out how much Eric makes in overtime, first we need to figure out how much Eric is getting paid per hour. It's 1.5 what the normal pay is. So first, let's figure out how much that is. So $8.40 times 1.5 is going to be $12.60. So each overtime hour is paying $12.60. So we need to take that $12.60 and multiply it by the 4 overtime hours. So 12.60 times 4 to get $50.40. That's the answer to B. Okay, now C says add those both together for the gross pay. So 336 plus 50.40 is equal to 386.40. So $386.40. For the second one, for the second week of May, Susan Turner works 45 hours. Susan earns $18.90 an hour. Her employer pays overtime for all hours worked in excess of 40 hours per week and pays 1.5 times the hourly rate for overtime hours. Okay, so first, to figure out the regular pay amount, let's see how many hours of each. If it's 45 total hours, that means there's 40 regular hours and then 5 overtime hours. Okay, so for the regular hours for A, it'll be $18.90 times 40, which is equal to $756. Okay, and now for B, like the last problem, we need to figure out first, we know that there's 5 overtime hours. I don't know why I put an S on that, overtime hours, but we need to figure out how much each overtime hour earns Susan. So to do that, we take the $18.90 and multiply it by the 1.5. Okay, so per hour, Susan is going to make $28.35. Okay, we know that she worked 5 overtime hours at this rate. So 28.35 times 5 is equal to $141.75. So that answers B, overtime pay. Now for gross, we add those together. So $756 plus $141.75 is equal to $897.75.